Sorry. You guys have a fun trip?
No,
Eventful.
I don't want
Apparently,
to
they
talk
were a
about
little
it.
disappointed. Yeah, they don't want to talk about it. I mean, it doesn't really bother me so much that we committed the genocide.
It wasn't genocide, okay? We didn't target a specific type of people.
It was a Pacific group of people that were hidden in the mountain. It was a hidden mountain village. So
Genocide,
kind of,
you've been
yeah.
gone 2 days. How do you have the time?
You would think that. You would think that. You know how that dude on freaking the freaking goes, oh, aliens, you know, magic, just magic.
Okay. Whatever.
It was some bullshit, is what it was.
How do you want to end the night? Because it is late. Let's assume it's around like midnight.
Galleon's going to the library and he's gonna study up on a way to freaking fix these problems.
Okay. Are you spending? So you're only going to get a short rest then?
Let's see, how much time do I need?
I mean, I
Yeah,
can,
I guess because I would still keep all the spells that I needed to, because I didn't use all the ones that. Yeah, I'll be good to get a short.
All right. So you're taking a short rest. How about the rest of you guys?
I'll probably help him do that because I, only need 4 hours of sleep, and I don't even sleep.
O'Koss?
If I can do a full thing, I'm gonna do a full one.
Okay. You're going to take a full night's sleep.
Yeah.
And Zigzag.
Oh, definitely going to bed. Well, probably help Ragnar close the bar down and then go to bed.
Cool. Ragnar just tosses you a towel
Yep.
so you can help clean up the tables.
Might as well.
Rengar's getting help. New employees.
Yes. All those new employees that got hired.
That thing that we did. By we, I mean it was me. I did
To
it.
help out, you know, Baron, Supreme Overlord, Manager,
Executive.
Executive, Ragnar.
It's a whole lot of words that don't mean a whole lot.
It makes him feel better.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's
Oh, no,
tapping. He's tapping on his new plaque where he used his nail to write down the new word.
Baron.
Baron.
Yep.
That's
That
how you
guy.
solve all your managerial problems with Ragnar, isn't it? You just tack on another title to make him feel better. The
In all
amazing part
fairness-
is the fact that it keeps working.
Are you saying
Yeah,
this to his face?
No, it's just out of character.
Yeah, in all
It's the last
fairness,
time I said something to
we
his
don't
face.
do it. It's he does it. We happen to mention a word near him, and he runs with it. It's not our fault. He just
Hey,
goes
it's
with
been
it.
working.
Yeah, I mean, there's that.
Come on. Just finish that up later. Okay. All right. So yeah, closing took about another hour and a half or so for you, Zigzag.
All right. After that, he's just going to go straight to bed.
Now the guys that are awake, as part of you go to sleep and the rest of you stay up throughout the night, you feel another magical surge go over the entire place. 1 second.
Yep.
Okay. So you are awakened. This is like around 3 in the morning of another surge that goes throughout this whole place.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Not again.
Oh, it's always something around here.
I'm gonna try a cantrip.
Roll
Cancel
me
it.
a 100, but now you're at 50.
Oh.
That
Okay,
man
I
said he was supposed to be trying to help this shit.
guess a light.
Didn't he
After
pause it?
after you complete your task.
I know, but I was just saying you wouldn't think that things would get worse before they got better.
You'd think.
Now,
That's how things always end up.
Yeah. Part of the fun.
roll me a wisdom with advantage since. Should we do intelligence or wisdom? No, hold on. Investigation. There we go. Roll an investigation with advantage.
Who?
You.
Okay.
You're getting help. So I'm gonna let you roll it twice.
Ghaleon or me?
Ghaleon.
Okay.
No, because he's looking through books trying to figure out a way
Oh,
to
okay.
help him.
It's okay, I didn't have nothing. Investigation, you said?
Yes.
Okay, with advantage. Let me click that over.
What do the rest of you guys do? All right, so you casted your light to see if it still worked, and it worked. What about you, Zigzag? Did you just go back to sleep, or you do
Gonna look
anything?
around real quick, be like, great, more magical bullshit, and then go back to sleep. Yeah. It's like if there's a problem, there'll be more noise.
It's what you did the last time. It fits.
Okay. You continue your investigation as you keep flicking through books, trying to find stuff. You have like a good stack with you. So does Ardorel have a good stack next to him.
Has to be something in here somewhere, Ardorel. All of these creatures and beings throughout this goddamn universe.
It's much easier to look through stuff now that, the organization is back to what it should be.
By color, was it?
Yes, by the shading of the pages.
Ah, yes, yes. Do you take your rest now or at the end?
I'm thinking at the end.
Yeah, at the end.
All right. So you get to roll again with advantage.
Why don't I lead the investigation this time? Never mind.
You should-
Do you want to hand it over to him?
yeah, let him do the investigation because I'm not so smart. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Go ahead and you check the books.
Wow. All right.
Teamwork
we
makes
really
the
needed
dream
that
work.
11. I'm just saying.
You're very tired now. You are going to take your rest. Yeah, and go ahead and roll one more time.
18, yeah.
You accidentally, one of the books falls in front of you and just opens up to a page.
I wonder what this is here. What's on this page? Some
And
sort of creature.
it shows you like a star. And people looking upon the star.
What could this mean? People looking upon the star. Hmm. I read along.
What level are you again?
17.
All right, so you do have it.
I do have what?
You see them casting a wish upon a star.
That's what I need to do. If I could wish our problems away, then
What is this? Oh. So
I may know of a creature that could help me. Wonder how everybody would feel about that.
So as it's the following morning, you look like shit because you've been up all night. Ardorel is coming out of his 4-hour rest.
Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine.
Everyone's waking up to the smell of food in the morning
Food.
as Rangar is already up, and you hear a little bit more noise than usual downstairs as you see there's at least more people down there now preparing for the day. And you see Rangar instructing everybody what they have to do and how they have to do it. You can hear him say, if the bosses are in, make sure that there's always breakfast in the morning. That's the one thing they require. Bosses must be fed at all time.
And
when they are
coffee.
in.
Definitely coffee today.
And he looks over, and coffee.
Am I down there?
Yes, you guys are all coming down now.
I like tea.
And tea. Now chop chop. Bosses are already here. None of this is ready. Let's go. As everybody rushes around him and goes and preps as he tells the other people, okay, start cleaning up, start getting ready this place, start chopping up the food. As he's also showing the other manager what he has to do. You all take a seat at the bar area.
All right.
As they're starting to slowly come out with some coffee and some tea for everybody in the early mornings.
See, isn't it nice having more staff?
Rengar gives you a thumbs up.
We finally had the time to make it happen. So yeah, definitely.
Ghaleon, you come down with your hair all funky. And
I dagger my way over towards the bar to get my coffee.
Zigzag is gonna slide him a large mug of coffee.
Looks like you had a rough night.
Yeah, I think I figured it out.
What exactly?
I'm gonna fix all of our problems.
That sounds dangerous.
It usually is. But you guys don't like dead people, like the genocide that we did, right?
Very true.
Well, you don't like the Time Wizard or Xanu so much, right?
Yeah.
Well, we got to make them go. I figured out a way to do that.
Really. Should we be talking about this in public?
I don't think it's going to matter in a little while for the 313 people here once we go back to 616.
Oh. I don't know about that.
Well, you did say you liked that Molly better anyway.
Oh, man.
Your own words coming back to bite you in the ass.
Wait, are you talking about resetting to your timeline?
Yeah, I really don't think that's a good idea. We fucked with time enough. Let's not do that anymore.
I think we got too many problems here.
Wait a
Again,
second.
we don't have so many problems.
When did Zigzag show up?
In this timeline.
Don't worry, I'm taking him with us. It's okay. I worked it out. I got it all written down.
Can he?
I-
I guess. Probably.
I don't like this idea you've had.
Well,
I would like to put it out there that I think it's a really bad idea.
I don't want to shoot the idea down because we haven't actually heard the whole plan yet. I would like to point out, though, you've kind of got the whole "I haven't slept in several days" crazy person vibe going on. So
Yeah, and
just keep that in mind.
Drinking my coffee, and I got. I'm getting ready to. I will put up my idea for you guys.
I don't know how I can abandon
I said
everyone
maybe.
here.
I mean, it was okay for you to abandon all the other people and your other daughters. You know
We
what I
didn't
mean?
have a choice.
Might have ate it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, our choice was die, okay? Like, it's not a choice.
I was under the impression that when we got here, this was our timeline.
That's my belief, and I'm sticking to it, and I think us fucking with time any further is a really bad idea and can only go worse.
Well, I say having a mad god, some weird time freaking dude, a bunch of genocided up people, and then all these anti-magic freaking creatures, all are a bunch of fucking problems that we did not have back in the original timeline.
Yeah, but whose fault was it? It was
That
you
was
want to
all
screw this
our
place
fault.
up and then
It
you
was
want to run
everybody's
away?
fault.
Wait, who
wanna-
are you including in this? Everybody.
You're included too. Just because, you know what I mean?
He was there.
You helped.
I definitely feel included, and also I don't want to abandon people in need.
I mean, nobody's feeling too bad about all them genocided up people right now. Are we gonna go fix them all right now?
We have a few ideas.
To bring back 500 people?
Yeah.
It'll take a while, but we have ideas.
No, we don't, because we got only so long till we got to deal with the anti-magic stuff.
Right.
At least if we
Well,
go back to
obviously
anti-magic stuff, we won't even have to deal with that. We're the Xanu, which is going to, you know what I mean? We got a lot of problems right now.
And traveling through time will solve none of them. Or
Yeah.
it'll solve them and just make more problems. We don't need to do that. We can solve these problems. Let's just solve these problems. We don't need to avoid these problems and make others.
Okay, how do you
Solve the problems we
expect
have.
to destroy the god Xanu? You riddle me that first before we even get to this, because I got freaking 2 days to figure it out.
I thought we were going to
You guys said you
do
didn't
what
want a
he wanted
genocide,
to the degree that we get
and,
the townspeople out of each area.
and remember, even if we do that, Zanu's going to kill everybody who does not worship him. Everybody.
Says who?
Says Zanu.
Did you tell us that?
No, you had not told us that before.
Yeah, dude.
No, you didn't.
I mean, he
He's
does
gonna watch
seem pretty dangerous.
anybody who does not.
We
Why do you, I told
we,
you.
the
I told
players
you
knew.
why.
You
I told you why. What happened with the other people? Why they didn't? Why they died? He said because they didn't worship him right. That's why he wiped them all out. Because they mispronounced his fucking name.
You posited
they
it as a theory. You did not say, "Oh yeah, no, this is why he did that." Like, because he
No,
told
yeah,
me
no, I
that.
definitely
You
did
did not
tell you
tell
that.
us
Yeah,
that he
yes, I did.
specifically said. No, you didn't. You did not tell us that he specifically said he was going to kill everyone who didn't, worship him. You just said, "Oh, maybe he killed them because they weren't worshiping him right."
No, I definitely
And
didn't
I was
say
just
that.
like, I mean, that tracks, but like, no.
No, he
you
did it
didn't.
because he wants to fill up his globe thing.
Yeah, he wants their souls. That's it.
So he made up an excuse, I would assume. But if these people follow him and all that, hey, whatever. But as long as the townspeople aren't included, in my opinion.
So you're okay with the rest of the world and universe getting
No,
genocided?
no. You think once we give them this, few hundred people?
I'm saying we don't even do that, and we get ready to leave soon, and then it's not a problem.
Yeah, but who's to say our next place doesn't? We screw that
Then,
one
or
up
else
too.
we're gonna have to take up more time that you're not gonna be able to work on the stuff to take out the magic creatures to go get this done. Because it's going to take all of us to try to go to these places and get all the people out of there before we can. And then there's no telling what kind of monsters or such is going to be there, how long it's going to take for us to take out each of these areas.
How do we know that this anti-magic thing won't like spawn into other realities?
No, well, in that route, we're going to a different time.
Well, that's a different.
So because it won't be able to, because we're going back in time, and this won't even have happened. So I didn't punch. I mean, they're going to eventually come anyway because they were planning on invading. We kind of just sped it up by punching the hole through.
Then we should stop them now.
We can't. We don't have the stuff to go to the anti-magic place to stop the anti-magic creatures yet. Because remember, we had to make suits because magic don't work there.
We are making the suits,
which is going to take a great amount of time. Which is going to have to we have to stop working on that stuff to go get the power, or we can just forget about that. Then I'm going to lose my powers anyway, and then Xanu's probably going to be pissed, and we're going to have to deal with him fucking with us while you're trying to make your shit.
Oh, I mean, we have the forge priest,
and then he might
priestess.
be, and then he might be so pissed that he freaking. Well, I can't really say that because he told me not to say, but there's going to be other problems.
Problems.
There's a lot of problems right now.
How do you know that if we can transport, why would you think they can't transport? You think they're just going to forget? You think he's just going to forget you?
No, this reality is going to be erased. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Erased.
Yes, that's what we thought when we left the future place. The reality is getting erased. That we weren't leaving like your kids behind to just die by a bunch of stuff. Remember?
Yeah. What time travel rules are we playing by?
No,
Why do you think?
When we left the future place, we believed that
you create
they
your
were
own
just erased.
timeline. You create other timelines.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they technically already exist because every single timeline exists based
I mean,
on
because
every
we technically
possibility.
could have stayed in the future and saved, you guys as kids then, but instead we left you guys as kids and family to all get eaten up by the monsters, and you were okay with that.
I think at the time we didn't understand how it worked.
And
Well,
then now,
we also thought
this,
we were.
and then now, if you're thinking about the timelines, then this Molly and everybody is not your Molly and everything. It's a totally different one now.
Well, no. So
Probably
like,
your,
we thought the way it worked was there's just the one timeline, and if you make a change in the past, it erases the other one that you were on, so that it doesn't exist.
Or it never existed.
Right.
yes.
But in reality, we're doing the multiverse thing.
Yeah, where every
And
single possibility.
do we actually know that there's the multiverse thing happening, or do we still think that it is a single timeline?
Yeah, but when we arrived here, it was similar,
Well,
but it wasn't the same.
right, but also our memories were melding with the us that existed in this timeline. So wouldn't that not happen if there were multiple timelines? Now I'm just super confused. This is why I fucking hate time
Oh,
travel.
that actually makes sense. Yeah, we should. If it were truly multiple, we shouldn't have memories of.
That's true. I
Yeah.
did let you guys have memories of what the original people were here.
So I
Yeah.
think I think everything we've done so far has rolled with single timeline rolling.
So then we would just go back in time. That's all. Just going back in
Yeah,
time.
going back
We're
in
not
time
killing
and
nobody. Nobody's dying. No, your Molly's not dying. Your kids are not dying. Nobody's dying.
no,
I
we
remember.
don't know what we're fine with the world as it is right now mostly. We can
Oh,
fix
are
whatever
you?
problems we currently have. If we go
Are
back
you?
in time and try and do things over again, who knows what we're gonna fuck up? Do you remember
Well,
all the other
we will know
stuff that we
better
had to
than
deal with?
we will know better than now. We know better.
I don't know
Can it,
better.
look, can it at least wait until like my armor is ready from the whatchamacallit place?
I lose my powers in 2 days, so I can basically give you a day. That should give you enough time to get your armor. He
Well,
said he was speed ordering it.
The armor is going to take longer than 2 days.
It's already been being created for days now, for a few days.
we're currently on what day?
One
We
second.
had
I have it written down over here.
because we just did day 6, night 6, so I think we're on day 7.
Yes, you are on day 7.
So my armor should be done either today or the next day.
I forget.
You
Did
can
we have
go.
30 days or 15?
You can go check on it. You have 30 days.
Okay.
Because my armor was supposed to be done a week from when we did it, which was the day before we went and started the countdown.
You can go check on it today.
Yeah.
That way Ghaleon can have his time.
Do you think it's possible we can go far enough back that we
Didn't go
didn't do any time
forward 3
travel?
years?
I mean, we had to go back to a point to where we're not there. So I was thinking we're going back to the
Why?
point.
They should disappear when we show up.
How I don't think that they would just disappear because they're not traveling. They would just be
Wait,
there.
hold on. You want to go back to the moment when we first left
1
and
second
had the
afterwards.
3-year time jump?
That's
1 second
a good
afterwards.
idea.
That's not bad. I'm not against that. I'm not, well, I'm a little against that, but I'm not super against that.
Are you talking about when we jumped to the future, or we came through the portal?
When we went to hell and back again, and we lost 3 years, remember? And in that time my kids were born and grew up.
You want to go that far back?
That would
To
be
the
helpful. We would have a lot more time to prepare for our problems in the future.
I'd have more time with my kids.
You could head off some of those problems in the future too.
Oh,
How-
so you want to go to the point where you disappeared, where your
Yeah.
original ones went to
When we went to Ravnica,
yeah, when you went to Ravnica?
or after we came back from Ravnica.
After we came back from Ravnica.
Okay.
All right, because that was
So I gotta
Ravnica
adjust my
went to
wording a little
hell. Because
Yeah,
Ravnica
we
went to hell,
Yeah.
and then from hell you came back here. You came back
Yes.
through your jump.
And in that period of leaving Ravnica, going to hell, and coming back somehow took 3 years. Yeah.
So you
So
want to
we
come
will
back to that
we
point.
will appear in our tavern at the point that we left to Ravnica. Right.
And why don't you think they would come back?
I mean, we would have 3 years to figure that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that becomes a problem for future us.
I
Well,
mean, we'll be a
past
lot stronger. We're gonna be a lot stronger than them. We're gonna, because
future
we
past
didn't really
us?
like them.
I hate time travel.
Oh, time travel is the worst.
You
I
guys
mean,
are
there
about to
could-
change a lot of shit.
There could be multiple copies everywhere.
Keep in mind you were level 12?
It all depends how I can word this wish.
So we'll be
Yeah, you'll be
thick.
level
Would-
12 at that point.
Well, so
we
we
wouldn't.
wouldn't want to regress ourselves. We would just want to physically go there.
Yeah.
It all depends upon what Ghaleon states.
Yes, I have to change what I written down a little bit, just because of where we're going back to. But for
Now,
everything,
keep
I
in
think
mind, the more complicated it gets, I may have to make you do some type of like concentration roll.
I'll assist if it's
So keep
possible.
that in
Different-
mind. The more
What is it gonna be?
complicated you're making it, think of
I got advantage on
think of
concentration,
No
so
Way
that's gotta help.
Home, when Doctor Strange did his spell, and Peter kept adding shit on it.
It's like any standard genie wish. You have to word it perfectly. Write it
Yeah,
down beforehand.
I had to change it, and I misspelled some of your guys' names, so I had to change that. But
Down beforehand to get two lawyers to review it for loopholes.
That's actually yeah.
there
But
you
keep
go.
in mind, you have 2 days left now before you lose your abilities.
How do
I
we
got
know
nothing.
anyone with time abilities won't mess with us? Why are what we doing what
Because it's all
why
going to
is
be the
what
same
we are
timeline
doing-
anyway.
huh?
It's all going to be the same. Thought we were staying on the same time. It's all going to be the,
Oh yeah,
the rules in
and
the same timeline.
a certain someone exists outside of time.
So we should deal with him
But-
first?
But Xanu freaking already kind of took care of him
Did he
and
though?
locked him away in his.
Xanu
We
put
don't
him-
know that.
Zanu trying to keep him away
Well, we're
from
kind
you
of metagaming right now. We're not exactly.
guys. Okay.
talking.
Yeah. We don't know that. You know that.
Yes.
So feel free to tell us what you need to tell
Oh,
us.
you haven't discussed anything of that with them yet.
Well, yeah, because he was told not to.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Also, all
I
the
can't tell
all
him right
the
now because I don't
time
want to lose my powers.
shenanigans- all the time shenanigans that just happened over the last 2 sessions happened in such a way that all that stuff with Kronos, as far as I'm aware, didn't happen, right? So none of
Right.
that actually got explained to me. So I don't remember any of that anymore. So I don't even know about the time wizard.
Neither do they. So I don't feel bad.
No, he doesn't know anything about Kronos now.
Yes, he knows.
Because he was
Just
exposed to
like-
Kronos because of all that stuff that happened.
Yeah, which I find a little funny. So
I just talked about it in the game when we were discussing. You can ask
So
me
you
about
say
it
you
if
got
you want.
in the messenger. I put up my my wish.
No, you will have to say it.
Well, yeah, it's
No,
a work in
No,
progress.
I'm gonna say it, but I'm just put it on there so they can see what I had written. I'm gonna have to change just some of it because of where we're going and everything.
Ah,
But
so you
for the
would
most
need to
part,
reword
this
it.
will work. I just have to
O'Koss.
reword the.
You would need to reword it because it says when they're transported to the future. We
Yes,
weren't
I'm gonna.
transported to the future. We
O'Koss.
want to go. We
Cool.
want to go
It's
back.
all right. I
We
didn't
want.
have. I was sick. Don't give me a hard time.
Sorry. Continue. I'm sorry.
So,
Ardorel, continue.
I'm sitting there
so
at the tavern.
we want it not when we got transported to the future, which would put us when we got transported to the future.
Yeah, I'm just
We
gonna
want
change when we get transported to Ravnica.
yes. Hell, you could actually have us transported to the tavern at the very moment we left this plane to go to Ravnica,
Yeah, that's what I was
because
gonna
we
change.
weren't we weren't even within 100 miles of this place.
And then I also put in there is that we keep our items, our memories, and uh our level and everything.
Yes, that would be good.
I've got nothing holding me to this timeline, and this sounds like a heck of an adventure.
There
I'm
will,
in.
of course, be 2 zigzags.
There will be 2 zigzags, but he's not going to be nowhere near our place at that time.
He was in the city.
Yeah,
What?
Remember, he was working with the underground. He was a mercenary for the gang.
Yeah.
So
I guess we don't know specifically what he was doing three
No.
and a
Change
half,
your
4
name
years
and
ago.
you may
never
fill
touch him.
that in at any point, Zigzag,
3 years ago? God, where was I 3 years ago?
where your character would have been. How bad was your character 3 years ago before, with you're doing the type of work you were doing?
I think he let's see. I'm gonna say he showed up in Waterdeep about a year ago. So
Okay.
yeah, he was running with some gangs in Waterdeep, for some money. Before that, he's involved in, let's just call it guerrilla warfare out in Cormier for a couple
All
years
right.
before that. So he was in the Heartlands
So
for a couple years.
he wasn't near you guys yet.
Yeah, not
Right,
for
cool.
2 more years.
That's again
Years? We got years
You-
to worry about that shit.
future past us's problem. I don't know. Again,
Damn it, Barry.
say it with me. I hate time travel. Ugh. But yeah, so if we're doing it that way, that's what we would have to do. Is go back that far, but keep all of our stuff and abilities, especially money, because at that point in time, our tavern had been closed down for a bit because of COVID.
I
Remember?
said that we take all of our possessions. We need to
Right.
get into one room and then get all. Good thing he has that D bag on him. We need to fill that fucking D bag up.
That
As much shit
that
as
has
we
a
can.
that has a space in it. No, what we should do is basically have everything in the vault. All of us be in the vault. Word it so that it transports the vault and its contents. So yeah, we'll just have the vault randomly show up in like our backyard because we had a backyard then.
Also, say that it doesn't kill anyone when it shows up.
Fuckers.
I said safely. I
Yeah,
put
but
it in
safely
safe.
for us, it has to be
Yeah,
safely
safely for
the
who?
people there.
It would have to be
Um,
safely in general.
There
you
is
need
no
to be
in general with wishes.
you
Well, if
need
you say
to be
safely, I
specific.
mean,
No, you need to be specific, very specific.
Think like a lawyer.
Yeah,
I was trying to.
It is a contract. It needs to be very specific. I can help with that. I did have to write up documents for court and shit back when I was a law clerk.
You guys got me sweating over here.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. All those legal weasel words are there for your protection.
Yeah. It needs to be ironclad.
All right, so who's staying with Ghaleon to help him figure out what he's going to say
Right up.
when he does this.
I need one of you
Wow.
guys to help me. I haven't had much sleep. I need you guys to help me write out what I need to
It
say.
looks like he was asleep by what I'm reading here.
Also, throw in an
we'll-
arbitration clause.
I
So
had
if the
COVID,
commissioner has to
goddammit.
screw us, it has to screw us in front of a judge.
So
Judge
I'm
of our
gonna work
choosing.
on stuff, but I
Um,
definitely want to read it before we make it
Yeah,
happen.
we will all go over it for now. Like, Ghaleon, you need to take a nap. The rest of us are gonna do some other stuff first. I need to go
I
check
can
on
take
my
a nap.
armor.
I got an hour.
Let's go
no,
take a real nap, man.
need sleep.
Like, you need
you're gonna
sleep.
take a minus penalty if you don't take a sleep.
Yeah. Good old point of
Fine.
exhaustion. That shit's not good. But yeah. So yeah, we'll all look at that later. I'm gonna go check on my armor. And then go see if I can't find another ring of intelligence and hopefully find one that's like +2 or something.
Why don't you just take your one back from freaking?
'Cause I'm not taking it
Ragnar.
away from Ragnar.
Before
He's
we
not even
leave,
gonna miss it.
Well, no, because
he ain't gonna miss it.
he actually gets more use out of that ring than I do.
wait a second. Before we leave, we take it, we give it to the other Ragnar. I mean, past Ragnar. Okay?
Yeah, Ragnar's still gonna get the ring. Just we're gonna,
Okay,
give it to him in the past.
yes. I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. But until we're ready to do that,
Yeah,
we're leaving it with him.
right. We need him functional.
Yeah, of course.
Oh man, and we're going back to a point in time where we actually still had employees.
Zag's just sitting at the bar like, time travel makes my head hurt.
Yeah, mine too, but you
Everyone's
know.
He just gives Rangar just comes over and just puts a bunch of hard ale down.
Yeah,
You know what?
I don't care if it's 8 a.m. I need a drink.
I'll take a sip.
You know what's really annoying? We already paid for these renovations.
You're gonna
Well-
have to do it again.
No, they're gonna arrive during renovations.
Oh.
No. We're going to arrive before we had a fuck ton of money because you refused to let us have money.
Oh yeah.
Because you realized how much money we were going to be making and immediately closed our restaurant down for COVID.
Oh yeah, you guys are returning back to the point in time where there's COVID.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind as well.
How did we fix it?
But
Oh,
Ardorel
the
like
whole,
that.
yeah, the tower thing.
Yeah.
It was kind of fixed by freaking what's his name?
Yeah, but that's
The
when we got
mage,
warped.
the mage that you guys turned into an enemy, came back and started using that to open up the portal for his master. I'm sorry, for Kronos' master. Kronos was manipulating him to open up the portal for Kronos' master, which was successful. Which
I'll
that's
be
the
right
timeline
back.
you went
My
into the
booze
future.
is getting delivered.
Oh,
So,
man.
Well, no, hold on.
but that doesn't happen anymore.
We're arriving 1 second after we get transported to where exactly?
Ravnik,
Oh, that's early.
so hold on. Yeah, so that was when it was just starting to spread.
We're
but it
still gonna
hadn't,
need
like-
to figure out how to deal with it, and then
You guys
not
had
get.
it, and you guys were the ones spreading it.
We have to stop Kronos from transporting us, right? Once we try to deal with the wild magic.
Yeah, it's